If you've been in survival mode for so long that calmness actually feels uncomfortable, then the message that I'm going to share today is especially for you. If you've been in survival mode, you're constantly doing, constantly planning, constantly pushing through, constantly getting things done, right? And you don't know how to rest. I want you to know that there is nothing inherently wrong with you. It's just because your body has been in protection mode for so long, has been trying to keep you safe, right? That it doesn't recognize what safety feels like. It doesn't recognize what ease really looks like. It doesn't recognize it. It still looks at it as a threat because for so long it's been like, I gotta do this. I gotta get this done because if I stop, everything is going to fall apart. Safety becomes a threat because you're constantly thinking about, when is the shoe going to drop? I can't get too comfortable. I can't truly rest. I can't truly relax because I have to keep going. In this video, I'm going to help you understand what is really going on inside your body, how to regulate your nervous system, and 10 practical steps that you can start doing today to teach your body how to feel safe again. What is the nervous system? An easy way to understand it is that it's your body's internal alarm system. It is constantly scanning your environment and it's asking two questions. Am I safe or am I in danger? And even when it comes to danger, it's not always about a tiger running after you or someone trying to come and hurt you, right? It's about perceived danger. It's about how you look at a situation and view it as dangerous or something that is a threat to you, right? So someone not liking you, you could perceive that as a danger. You could perceive that as unsafe. And what happens when you feel like you're in danger? What happens, right? Like your heart rate speeds up. Your breathing becomes more shallow. Your muscles tighten, right? Because it's preparing itself to fight, flight, or even fawn, right? It's preparing its body. It's preparing you to do something. But what happens when your body feels safe? Right, your heart rate slows down, right? Your breathing becomes slower. Your thoughts aren't racing all over the place. You're able to be more present. You're able to be actually where you are. So when you are in fight, flight, or fawn, your body is trying to protect you, right? Your body is in survival mode. It's like we gotta get away from danger. We have to find a way to get safe. When your nervous system is dysregulated, you're like stuck in this fight or flight or fawn mode. You're stuck in survival. What are some signs that you are in survival mode? So if you clicked on this video, you probably already know that you are, but sometimes we need a little bit more validation, right? We're not really sure. So I'm going to give you these signs. Number one is that you feel wired. Okay, so you're restless even when exhausted. Another sign is that you get irritated easily, okay? Let me talk to my mothers, okay? So, your kid, they just being kids, but everything is just bothering you. It's like, sit down, be quiet. Why are you doing this? Why the room look like this? Why, you're just irritated. Every little thing irritates you, right? That could be a sign that you're stuck in survival mode. Or maybe it's the complete opposite. You just feel emotionally numb. Like nothing bothers you. You just feel nothing. You don't feel happy. You don't feel sad. You don't feel joy. You just are numb to everything. It's just, every day is the same. Everything feels the same. You're just like this, right? Another sign is that you can't focus, right? So you're trying to, work on things. You're trying to get things done. Maybe you need to work on a project for work or work on a paper for school, or you're trying to plan and figure out what you're going to make for dinner for the week, right? But you have a hard time just being still and focusing your attention on one task. Another sign is that you always feel like you're behind. So what do you do when you always feel like you're behind? You're rushing. You're like, I gotta keep going. I can't slow down. I gotta keep going because I'm already behind. So no matter what I do, no matter how many steps I take, I'm always going to be a few steps behind the rest of whoever, right? So that's another sign that you're in survival mode. Another sign is that you struggle to rest, right? You struggle with rest because you feel guilty. You feel like, well, my life still ain't together yet. Okay, I still got things to do. I the money I want to be making. I'm not living the place I want to be living. I'm not in the career I want to be in. I don't have the degree yet. I'm not the mother I want to be yet. I'm not the partner I want to be yet. I got to keep striving. I got to keep doing. So it's no time to rest. And when you do rest, you feel guilty because you're thinking of all the things that you need to be doing or could be doing with your time. Another sign is physical, is that your body feels tense, right? Your jaws are clenched, your shoulders, you find them, up to your shoulders a lot, right? That's a sign that you are in survival mode. Another sign is that you feel like if you slow down, everything will fall apart. You can't take a nap. You can't take that day off work. You can't take a weekend to the Airbnb just to get a break for yourself, because if you do, everything will just fall apart. That is a sign that you are stuck in survival mode. And just to let you know, these are not personality traits. These are symptoms of your body overprotecting you. Your body just doesn't feel safety yet. So when you don't feel safe, these are the things that can manifest in your day-to-day life. You're not destined to stay stuck in survival mode. You can move through it. You can move past it. So stick with me, because I got some things for you that you can start doing today. So before we get into the habits and steps that you can start implementing today to help your body start feeling safe, I want to just give you two overarching things to think about. One is feeling safe in the present moment. So when you're constantly in survival mode, you're constantly, thinking about the future or the past. Right? You're thinking ahead or you're thinking about what's behind you. Safety comes from being present, right? So one way that you can really tap into the present moment is really utilizing your breath. Your breath is so powerful. I know it's something that we do without even thinking about, right? But when you are intentional about your breath, you can literally change how you feel in the present moment. You can help your body feel safer. So, taking a deep breath, right? And through your nose, then exhaling deeply. Okay, feeling your feet on the ground, feeling your body in real time, taking notice of your environment, right? And then saying to yourself, I am safe now. I am safe now. Let your subconscious hear that. Let your mind hear that. So you have a narrative that you've been running off of, a script. Right? And that script says that you are not safe, that you can't rest, that you can't be present, because you have to stay hyper vigilant and think about what's going to happen, or you got to think about what has happened, right? But when you are intentional about showing your body and your mind that you can be present and you can be safe in the present moment, that is when the true healing begins. And you can start doing that by just focusing on your breathing. So that's number one, is that safety really happens in feeling safe in the present moment, right? And then the next theme I want you to think about is reconnecting with your femininity. Okay, so to be feminine is to just be soft. It's to, it's to be present. It's to be able to tap into your intuition, because you're able to listen to yourself. Being feminine is about being able to receive, right? And when we tap into our femininity, we can't be in survival mode. Right? Femininity is about allowing, right? It's about relaxing. It's about letting what's happening, is allowing it to let it be, right? And no, it's not about being in your feminine all the time. It's about a balance. So yes, you do have to execute, right? You do have to plan, right? You do have to, have structure, right? But you don't have to do that to the point where that is all you do. It's about a balance. And when you do provide that structure, your femininity then has the space to flourish, right? It's a balance. And getting out of survival mode is really about tapping in to that feminine power that you have. And I don't blame you, because the thing is, living in American society, we don't, prioritize femininity. We don't praise femininity, right? We praise the, you reset every 24 hours. It's about get things done, be productive, be proficient, right? We don't embrace pleasure or play or, taking out time, slowing down. That's not encouraged, right? So it's something that you literally have to train yourself to do. But you can do it. It's already within you. It's just giving you the space to actually tap into it. Okay, so now we're about to get into the habits and steps that you can start taking today to start feeling safer in your body. So now we are getting into the juiciness, okay? These are 10 habits that you can start implementing today, okay, to signal to your body that you are safe, to start regulating your nervous system. Okay, step number 1. Some of y'all not gonna like me for this one, but it's okay because I don't care. It's not about you liking me. It's about me giving you value and giving you information to make your life better. Okay, so number 1 is to create a morning ease in routine. Yes, ease into your day, which means you got to wake up earlier. Okay, so you may be like, oh my goodness, I already get up super early, or I'm not a morning person. Like, that's not going to work for me. It's easier to live in excuses than to live in execution. But I know that you're about execution because you clicked on this video. Okay, so yes, you can think about all the reasons why this would not work. But I'm going to tell you that starting your day off just a little earlier and giving yourself that time can truly impact how your whole day goes. And it allows you to be in the moment. It allows you to feel safe in the moment, right? Because you're able to move slower. You're able to pour into yourself. You're able to do something that feels good to you, whether that is, reading a book, moving your body, drinking a cup of coffee, right? Listening to some music, meditating, whatever the case may be. But you have the first minutes of your day before the world gets a hold of you. That's a sacred time to pour into yourself. And that's a beautiful way to signal to your nervous system that you are safe. Because if you wasn't safe, if the saber-toothed tiger was chasing you, you wouldn't be sipping on some coffee, right? Right? You would not be moving your hips to a song that you like, right? No, you ain't got time for that. So this is a beautiful way to signal to your body and your mind that, hey, I am safe. So yes, start off with creating a morning easing routine. And it doesn't have to be a ton of time. It could be an extra 30 minutes. Nothing major, but something that is doable. Okay, so habit number 2 that you can start taking today, okay, to signal to your body that you are safe and to start regulating your nervous system is to practice soft shoulders. Okay, so this is purely physiological. Right. So throughout the day, you may notice that your jaws are clenched, that your shoulders are, raising up to your ears. So taking the time throughout the day, and you don't have to add any extra time. You can do this while you're driving, while you're working, whenever. Right. But becoming aware, taking a deep breath, unclenching your jaws, dropping your shoulders. This simple but powerful action signals to your body and your mind that you are safe. When you release your shoulders and you take a deep exhale, you are signaling to your brainstem that you are safe. Habit number 3, okay, is to say what you need out loud, okay? This is about self-validation. So if you are like, hey, I'm tired, I need a few extra minutes, I'm feeling overwhelmed, this is about being clear about what you need and being vocal about it, even if you're the only person who hears it. But this is signaling to your body that what you need is sacred, that what you need is important. Don't stuff it down. Maybe you still have to get things done and still have to move through your day, but you can acknowledge, hey, I'm tired right now. I need 5 minutes to get it together. I need 2 minutes to take a couple breaths to get to a better space. That is powerful. Habit number 4 to signaling to your body that you are safe, to regulating your nervous system, is to add intentional touch to your day. Okay, touch is safety. Okay, touch signals to your brain that you are safe and it grounds you. And one thing that I do every day, and I do not care how much time I got, okay, I am going to rub that shea butter on my body slowly. Okay. My daughter be like, Mom, what are you doing? Come on. I be like, girl, I'm gonna be done soon, but I rub my whole body in shea butter. It's about being intentional with your touch. It's not about rushing through, hurrying up, right? It's about being with yourself. And it may take an extra 2 minutes, but if But if you don't have 2 minutes to give to yourself, then hey, we're doing something really wrong here. Also, hugging, right? Hugging your loved ones. Don't just do that quick, like, what's up, I see you. But actually hugging. I think it takes like 6 or 12 seconds or something like that to really feel the oxytocin, right? To feel those feel good hormones, right? Be intentional about it. Touch is important. And some people may go through their whole day or a whole week without being touched by someone else, but it's important that you at least touch yourself, okay? Habit number 5, okay? So this is plan your day. Don't react to it. Not knowing what's going to happen can just really cause a lot of anxiety, right? A lot of anxiety about what's going to happen. What do I have to do, right? So a simple plan push you ahead of the day because that sense of structure provides security, right? So it's about having that flexibility to say, okay, if things don't go exactly as planned, it's okay, but let me have a loose little like to-do list of what I want to get done today. And this is based on, what you can expect. It's not based on control. That's the difference. So when you are like super in survival mode, you feel like you have to control everything. That's not what we're doing. We just want to have a kind of a sense of kind of what to expect so we know how to move through our day. Habit number 6. So this is so important, okay? And this is so counterintuitive to what our society, is teaching us. And that is to slow down. Okay, so move slower, right? Eat slower. How many times do you just, you at work or you're working from home, whatever the case may be, and you're like rushing, throwing food down your throat? Like, no. Taking your time, moving slowly. That signals to your body that you are safe. Because the quickest way to put your body back into survival mode is to feel like you have to be rushing all the time. Rushing is inherently linked to survival. So it may feel a little uncomfortable at first, taking your time, chewing your food all slowly or just, walking slowly, not always this fast pace, just walking slowly, being in your body, right? It's a beautiful way to signal safety. And like I said, you don't have to add, a bunch of time into your day. You can do this with a busy schedule, okay? Just be more intentional. It's about awareness. Habit number 7 is to schedule time for joy. Yes, for joy. We tend to treat play as a reward, something we get after we've done something hard. But we have to understand that joy is medicine. Joy is an essential part of life. It's not something that's optional. It's not something you'll do after you've done all this other stuff. Like, you need it. Number 8 is to embrace pleasure. So this is kind of like joy, but a little different, right? Because pleasure is more about the sensations, right? It's more about being mindful and tapping into how things feel on a sensation level, right? So maybe it is about listening to music that feels good, right? Or doing something that, touch-wise feels really good, It's about maybe drinking something that tastes good, that tastes delicious. Maybe some good tea or some fresh juice or a nice smoothie or whatever the case may be. It's about tapping into your senses. And when you do this intentionally, you teach your body to receive. Being open to pleasure teaches your body to receive. And that goes back to what? The femininity, right? Because being in your feminine power, you're like, yes, I'm open to this. I'm receptive. When you're in your masculine energy, you're the one giving. You're the one doing. You're the one who's getting things done. But when you're in your feminine, you allow. You're open. So yes, honey, you have to be intentional about your pleasure in order to feel safe in your body. It's all connected. So habit number 9 that will help you to feel a sense of safety in your body, to help you regulate your nervous system, is to rest when your body whispers, okay? This is about preemptive care. we don't want to ignore the whispers of your body asking for rest, because eventually you're going to get burnt out, right? Train yourself to listen to the whispers. And this ultimately is you retraining your body's definition of worth. Because when you give your body what it needs, you're saying, yes, you're worthy of getting what you need. You're worthy of receiving the things that will make you feel good, that will make you perform better, that will make you move through life with more ease and more joy and more balance. Rest is necessary to function. It is not a reward. And I think a lot of times, especially as Black women, we feel like, okay, we have to keep going because we are super women. We are super strong. No, honey, you super tired. Okay, you super tired. That's what you are. You're super tired. Resting is an essential function. When you keep overriding that, you're telling your body that, hey, you don't deserve what you need. That, hey, we are in survival. We have to run from that saber-toothed tiger. We don't have time to rest. Habit number 10, and this is like probably one of my favorites. This is to dance or move freely. Okay, so this is about a physical release, because when you don't physically release, like, your body stays stuck in that stress cycle. So you have to release because it helps to end that cycle, right? So shaking or dancing or just moving your body, stretching, right? All of those things help to release, that stuck tension, and it helps your body to feel safe again, right? Because like I said, who gonna be dancing and shaking and stretching if you're trying to run from a saber-toothed tiger, right? You're not gonna be doing all that. And when you don't release, like that fight or flight or fawn, those reactions, that tension gets trapped in your muscles, right? And that can lead to other things, because dis-ease is what? Is dis-ease in the body. And it starts on not a physical level. It starts more so on a spiritual level, right? On a spiritual plane, on the plane that you cannot see. But it is there. And if you don't do anything about it, if you don't do anything to release it, it can turn into chronic ailments. It can turn into disease, right? So it's really about releasing that trapped energy. I want you to keep in mind that these small moments, right, it's really love notes to your nervous system. It's you telling your nervous system that, hey, baby, you are safe now. That we are prioritizing our safety, our true safety. I want you to remember, love, that getting out of survival mode is not about perfection. It is only about presence. You heal by showing your body that it is safe. You heal by giving your body softness. You heal by giving your body rest. If this resonated with you and you're a mom, I encourage you to join my Cycle Breaker Mom community. It's a soft space for mothers to heal as they raise the next generation. The link is in my bio below. And if you haven't already, get my ebook, okay? The Cycle Breaker Mom, okay? It's a great book, and I'm not just saying that because I'm the author. But it really offers, deep reflections and tools to help you begin your healing journey. I am Coach Nicole Amai, the Real Life Healing Coach, and I'm here to offer you practical ways that you can implement healing into your everyday life. You don't have to wait until life gets slower or until, you get a different job or get more money. I bring ways for you to start healing in real time to make it practical. So if that's something that you like, something that you can vibe with, follow me or subscribe. Give me a like. Share the video with someone else who you think would get value out of this. I'm looking to build community, one woman at a time. So until next time, peace.